Aloha, this is Skye, your soulful progressive with FNN, Feminist News Network, that feminist news that's right for you. Welcome to Skye in Honolulu at night. Alright, so we're gonna go and check out Jimmy Dore. Yeah, we're here at Hawaiian Brian's to check him out. So we got tickets. We're going to see what's going on. I tried to get an interview, but I had sent my email too late. That's understood. But we can still check it out, have a good time and review. I paid for the VIP seat, so we'll see what we get with that. All right, so let's have fun. Yeah.
Aloha. I may be a hawk on terrorism, but I'm also a dove on other things. But you get me alone in a room with Hillary Clinton, and I will snap her fucking neck. Mahalo.
Steph, how are you?
Jimmy, I don't think the audience noticed I did another impression.
Oh, what was it?
It was Joe Biden. I sniffed him.
Okay, so I went and saw Jimmy Dore last night. Let me tell you how it was. I saw Steph right at the entrance of the door where they had t-shirts and stuff. She was grabbing them on the and I'm like, Steph, I fanned out. She's like, honey, I gotta go. I gotta get ready. I'm like, all right, boo, you do you. So I went ahead and got me a little drink and sat in the VIP section, which was like near the front. And Steph started the show. So she said some jokes and talked about Hillary, ha ha ha. They told us not to film, but I got a little bit of it. All right, did you see that? I know you did, honey. She's kind of funny, yeah? I think she is too. So, they had like, everybody come out, and then Jimmy came out. He gave his comedy routine, and it lasted a good time, and they showed some of his montage videos, which were really nice. He brought his own IT guy, which they needed because all the lights went out on him. It went out. It's like he had a blue face all of a sudden, you know. Like sun is in my eye, he had blue in his eye, and then it all went dark, and they worked on it though, and the show balanced out. But what I enjoyed most was when they were doing this montage of the show where they were showing Obama giving charity over there in Virginia for the holidays. I yelled out, we need more than charity. He said, say it again. I said, we need more than charity. He pointed me out in the audience and made me yell it again because he liked what I said, and I was the only one that really talked during the whole time. So that was kind of cool. And what else was cool was at the end, you got to stand in line and get a selfie with him. There was a long line. I started fanning out because in my other life or in my other me, I would have been cooler. I would have been more calm. I would have explained stuff. I would have tried to tell him. But instead, I just took a selfie with him. I mentioned that I had Feminist News Network, and I went, Feminist News is right for you. And he liked it, laughed a little. Steph said she would look it up on YouTube and join. So I got 3 new subscribers. I hope it's them. I even said hi to Ron. I like Ron. I mentioned that, I used to be married to a saxophone player and I like his Musical Mondays. And he said he was going to do more with them. So that's good. And I really like that part. Okay, so, once I got in line for that selfie, everything went so fast. So if I was smarter, I would have talked more, gave him a card, but I don't have a card. So I told him that I do local Olelo television show, Feminist News Network, that's on YouTube. And Steph said she would look it up. I felt, grateful for that. So, I took it how it was, because it isn't like, in my mind, we're hanging out, we're toking it up, we're having a good time. He's like, come on, Skye, hang out at the hotel with us. But none of that happened. But I did hear about one guy from Maui did give him a J, and he did accept it. And they're talking on trying to get him to come over to Kihei. We'll see. Maybe the next time he decides to come to Hawaii. Yeah. But of course, Steph brought her mom. Every time anybody comes to Hawaii, they bring their family so they can make it an event. So I'm quite sure they stayed longer than a day, which is good. Ron brought his girl. I don't know if Graham brought anybody, but he was there, and I shook his hand too. And I don't think Graham would be the type that would have my type of people for our audience, or ever consider them, even though he would do videos with that one chick that popped out of nowhere, whatever her name is. You know who I'm talking about, Kim, whatever. And, so with it all said, I really enjoyed it. I got a shirt, I donated and got it. Woo, yeah. So I'm proud. It's an extra large. That's all they had left. So I'm going to give it to a friend, a shirt, afterwards, because I know there's more than one Jimmy Dore fan than me out there. And I'm glad that I got to meet him. I'm glad that I got to tell him at least that I have Feminist News Network. And, maybe some other time, if it's possible, maybe we can have a talk, toke, and smoke. Because I like Steph and all the rest of them. And who wouldn't want to hang out with Jimmy Dore? He seems like a pretty cool guy. And to be able to recognize what I said and call it out, and I was the only one that he talked to that shouted out in the audience, that made me feel like pretty stoked out too. So I'm proud about that. But so, it is what it is, and I had fun. Yes, indeed. So, hold on. That ain't how I want to end it. That's the wrong thing. Okay, so I had a great time. Hawaiian Brian's was a cool place to have it. If they work on their lighting issues, maybe they should do it again next year. Make it a yearly thing like the other comedians that say the same thing over and over again. I know Jimmy will have something new if he came 2 years in a row. And unlike the other comedian, I won't mention his name. He comes here every year and it's the same shtick every year. How do I know? I paid it. I wanted my money back. I'm like, he's telling the same damn jokes from last year. Too much. And Jimmy, VIP, decent price. The shirts was a decent price. I enjoyed it, So, good for Jimmy. I'm glad I met one of the most progressive voices that are out there now in media. All right. So, I want to say, I hope you enjoyed this review of the Jimmy Dore on tour, his last stop, Honolulu. All right. So, remember, in this era of hate, you gotta participate so we can have more Jimmy Dores all over the place. All right. So, remember, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. Oh, hold on. And this is Skye. And if you want to contact me, remember, it's FeministNewsN@gmail.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and the Facebook page. And remember, I'm that Soulful Progress one on Twitter. Got that rant of the day on Blogger. And I got a whole lot of other stuff going on. And I'm that one-woman team. That one-woman team. So you can catch me and donate to PayPal me/Feminist News Network. Yes, indeed. And so I want to say thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. All right, news crew. Thanks for hanging in, friend. Yeah. And thanks for seeing the review of Jimmy Dore. And thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. Peace.